Hello.
Hello there. Good morning. Is that Ray Lewis from the Drifters?
Yes, it is. Yes,
Hi.
it is indeed.
That's wonderful. It's DJ Gloss here from Sound Fusion Radio. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm very well indeed, thank you. Very well indeed, and lovely to hear your
Good.
voice. Have I caught
Thank
you
you.
at a good time for an interview?
Absolutely. Absolutely. No problem at all.
That's great. Well, thank you very much. Well, I shall start firing a few questions off at you. I'm speaking to you on a UK mobile, so I guess you're in the UK somewhere. Whereabouts do we find you today?
Yes, I'm in Eastport, on the seafront.
Ah, right. You're not a million miles away from one of our studios then. We have a studio in Eastbourne as well, so there we go. That's great.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
Enjoying a nice, beautiful, sunny day?
It is. It certainly is a very golden and sunny day here in London as well. I wanted to ask you to start with about how you came to be part of the amazing, iconic Drifters. If you could perhaps share with us a little bit of that story.
Sure. I auditioned for the position. I had a friend that knew management, and they told me that it was quite commonly known. The position was open. I was in LA, and the magazines and everything were advertising it from New York, where they were.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine asked me if I would like to apply, and so I got a resume together and sent it to New York, and I got a response.
That's great.
I never knew I would get the position. I never knew I'd even get a response, but I did. I eventually got a response, and I flew back and forth for several interviews. Then eventually was the one selected out of the runners.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. It was great. It was a great chance, great opportunity.
Okay, so how did you first sort of... I mean, there must have been a time when you sort of joined with them and started to sing, alongside them, I guess, in rehearsal for some upcoming gig or some album. But tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, my first time of working with the group?
Yes, please. Yeah, that would be great.
All right. No, the first chance of working with them came a few months after I signed my contract, because I had several months of rehearsal. And it was fantastic. First concert was amazing. That's when I finally being signed and then performing is two different things. But rehearsals were quite different than the opening night of performance. It was an amazing night. I just couldn't believe my luck. I just didn't realize I had to pinch myself several times to really, truly, accept the fact that it was real. I was there, and it wasn't a dream. So I was just over the moon. I was just a very lucky kid, very, very lucky kid. I was very young, 25 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was amazing. It's just an amazing turn of events in my life.
I can imagine, and performing with them, I would imagine was like you said, a dream come true, and quite amazing. What sort of time was that? What sort of year was it that you joined?
The 70s, early 70s, right away. I was with the group from the early 70s, right through to 90.
Wow, that's absolutely fantastic. That's really good. Can I ask you, out of all the songs that you performed, what were your favourite ones?
My favourite was Sister and Brother, I think, of all the songs. Of course, I loved them all, but my favourite was Sister and Brother. But I performed on most of them. There Goes My First Love, Hello Happiness, Up on the Roof, Under the Boardwalk, More Than a Number, My Little Red Book, Kissing in the Background of the Movies, and on and on. We did so many.
Yeah.
We did so many. Then, of course, I had to re-record the songs for legal reasons, and then so the albums then they came out with my voice after Johnny Moore.
Wonderful. Well, it's such a great lineup of tunes, and all of the ones you mentioned there are all sort of household names, household classics, among people. But I have to say that one that I really enjoy and one I love singing myself when I get the opportunity is Sister and Brother. So I'm with you on that one, Ray. That's for sure.
Beautiful song.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yes.
I have to agree. So musically, I mean, obviously you were singing before you applied to be with the Drifters. What sort of things were you doing in your musical career? How did that come about?
Well, I didn't do anything professionally. It was all amateur status. I was actually in school studying to be an engineer, design engineer, and never thought I'd ever get a chance to sing. You know, singing was just a dream. It's one you dreamed of while you went for your real true objective. Well, yeah, the one that you had a good feeling that was accomplishable. So I wanted to get my degree, my doctor's in design engineering,
Yes.
and I thought I'd be a great engineer, and that's what I thought. But I knew that I would always sing. Singing is a passion. It's a love. It's from within, you know. But I also loved engineering, but I just thought I had more of a chance of becoming an engineer than of course, a singer. It's just something you just don't ever believe could ever happen to you.
Wow. Well, that's
especially on the level of the Drifters. I mean, that's just doesn't happen.
It's an amazing story. So from a sort of amateur sort of status singer to singing alongside the Drifters, absolutely brilliant move. Wow. That is the stuff of the movies. It really is.
That's right. That's exactly what it is. And as a matter of fact, I'm hoping to at some point proceed with having a film made in the story of my life. I'm hoping to.
That would be absolutely brilliant, Ray, and certainly very interesting. And I was going to ask you, actually, that leads me on to my next question. If there was a moment with the Drifters that you could pick as being the best it ever got, what would that moment be?
The very first show.
Really?
The very first show. I would say two moments. One when I found out that I'd been accepted, and I was the one, because there were so many people that they were looking at, so many people that wanted the position, a lot of other singers, professional singers, that already had hits. They wanted that job. They wanted that position. And so when I actually found out that I was chosen, that was an amazing moment, trying to tell my family. And I found out in New York at a meeting, and going back to California to try and tell everybody, this is true, I'm not kidding. I really, I'm contracted now, and this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And the world people will find it hard to believe. When you try and tell that story, nah, you're kidding, right? Sure, yeah, go on, yeah. Trying to convince people that I wasn't kidding. I'd actually secured the job, and then on to do my first concert. The hardest part was those months in between signing the contract and actually going on stage, because it was 6 days a week, about 10 hours a day, or more, of rehearsal, steps, harmony, movements, the tailors, this meeting, that meeting. It was amazing. And that was probably the hardest time. But then after that, it was all about practice. Every day, every show was practice.
Wow. I mean, as a group, the Drifters really do have those steps and harmonies, just so. I mean, I can imagine.
We were known for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We were renowned for that.
I've seen footage of you guys on stage, and everything seems to be executed with, precision, accuracy. Yeah.
Precision was the order of the day. Yeah. Because that is what we were known for. We were renowned for those steps, for the harmony, for the unity of the group. It was crucial, because that was the period. That was what we represented. That was the period of time of music that we represented, and that was the job.
Yes.
If you couldn't do that, you couldn't do the job. I don't care how well you could sing. If you couldn't put it all together, forget about it. Move over.
Yeah.
Let the next man come in and try. Yeah, that's right. But I wanted to do that. I was really using ever. I wanted to do it so badly. Oh, did ever. I'll never forget. Amazing moments of my life. Amazing moments.
Absolutely. And the look came right down to the outfits, absolutely everything. Everything was just...
Everything fitted in.
Yeah.
Everything was a part of it. Everything was a part of.
So you must have had people that were working on your look, dancing, choreography. There must have been an awful lot of people involved.
Yeah. People love the group. They love the group today in amazing ways. They love the group today, but it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal just how big the following was, or still is.
Yeah.
People just felt the magic. Drifters had a certain magic about them, and people knew it.
It did. Yeah. without a doubt. And still today, I mean, the Drifters have a great website. There's a lineup of guys there that are still going out there doing it and loving it. And
yeah. There's a new lineup of guys. There's a new lineup of guys, of course.
Yes.
And they're still out performing and still having a good time. Still enjoying themselves. And of course, I still do. Of course, I still work with my group, with my guys, still drifting.
Yes.
And we have a great time. As a matter of fact, we are on the 24th. We're at the Jazz Cafe in London, which you don't really want to miss. Great night, great evening, great evening.
I'm seriously looking forward to you guys coming along to the Jazz Cafe, and I wanted to sort of talk to you a little bit more about that. But I'll ask you now. I mean, what have you got lined up for the Jazz Cafe, and what can lovers of the Drifters expect to see?
Well, obviously we're going to do all of the hits, especially since you're
yeah.
We're going to do all the hits and a few other things. We're going to keep it in a simple line. Some really old classic stuff, and then of course, we might just throw in a new on chart thing, just to show versatility. That's going to be a powerful evening. We're really going to have some fun. Honestly, we're really going to have some fun. I'm really excited about the evening. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too, and it's going to be. It's just going to be a great night, and I know that the Jazz Cafe itself is a great venue. With performers like yourself on stage, nothing can go wrong there.
Yeah. Amazing venue, absolutely. I totally agree with you.
That's fine. I mean, as a group, the Vocal Hall of Fame. You're in there. You're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too.
That's correct.
Yeah. You don't end up in those places for nothing, and over 60 years of the group as well. I mean, from 1953 to present day. I mean, wow.
Okay. A lot of years, isn't it?
It's
a lot of years.
It is. I mean, it's an institution more than a group, if you know what I mean.
Right. That's right. What's even so more amazing that, I'm saying, that it's still going so strong. The name is still going so very strong.
Yeah, it's a testament to the strength of the music. The tunes that you're performing
absolutely.
Are still totally loved by everybody, young and old. It's not just an older generation thing; it's young and old, and everybody knows the tunes.
That's right. That's right. Also, something else to think about. To choose members, and this is the choosing of members has nothing to do with the members. This was chosen from management, from the Treadwells themselves. They must have had some magic touch to know exactly who to choose to put in the group to continue year after year, that the group would grow instead of falling to the side. It grew and grew and grew. It just kept growing. It never fell off. But all respect to management for knowing exactly how to do it. That takes something. That's an amazing feat within itself, to be able to choose the members like that. Members that actually add something and not take away. There was never a negative member. It was always positive. We just kept climbing and climbing and climbing.
It did. I mean, all people included. I've got here that there were over 60 vocalists in the history of the group. I mean, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, no. We've had so many backings. We've only had a few lead singers. We've had several. As you say, probably 60 sounds about right.
Yeah. It's just amazing, and the sound is preserved. It seems you'd have thought changing that many times it may not be the same, but no, that's.
But it's only gotten better.
Yeah,
it stayed the same. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's fabulous. And from your own musical taste, Ray, what sort of things, before you joined the Drifters? I mean, were the Drifters their genre? Was that you? Did you like the doo-wop and the R&B and the soul?
The Drifters were one of my favorite groups, actually, because you say, we started back in 1953. So in America, we had quite a few hits already. We had already topped the charts. Drifter had already topped the charts, and they were one of my favorite groups. Sam Cooke was another one of my favorites. You know, I had Otis Redding. Let's see, Stevie was back during the same time, but Stevie was also one of my favorites. So very many, but along the same line. The Temptations, we all came up, you know, in Motown there. They came in the Motown. Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Yeah.
The Moments, the Miracles, Smokey Robinson, and so those are all influences. Things I really love, music I love.
All A-listers, every single one of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely fabulous. That's really good. So after the Jazz Cafe, Ray, what's going on after you've done that gig? Where is the Drifters? Where are you guys headed after that?
Well, we're still touring. We'll just continue to tour. You know, we're doing things in the country and out of the country. We're covering most countries. We've got South Africa to do this year. There's lots of places that, you know, we haven't been in a while we're doing, which I like. Lots of places. Lots and lots of places. We're touring right the way through. Wonderful. To be honest with you, I don't like for it to slow down. When it slows down, I start to feel lazy. I'm encouraged by the fact that I stay busy. That's better for me.
That's absolutely fantastic. So, I mean, obviously you like to keep busy, you like to keep on tour. What about, is there any sort of new music coming or any new albums being released?
Well, I've got a new solo album out at the moment entitled Did You Ever? It's on a Universal release, and it's a fantastic album. By all means, you know, saying there's so many songs. It's an all-ballad album, which is what I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do a ballad album, and I got my first chance last year to record this album, and this album's doing very, very good. So it's a worldwide seller. As I say, it's released on Universal label. Wow. And it's just fantastic. Some of my favorite songs, I don't even, when I listen to the album, I don't even think of me. I just think of the beautiful music. That's how good it is. So, and I think, and judging from the iTunes reports and the write-ups in iTunes, many people feel the same way. It's a beautiful album. Beautiful album entitled Did You Ever?
I will have to go in search of that album and make sure that we've got it here at the station because you know.
I'd be grateful. I'd be eternally grateful.
That sounds
really. It's a beautiful album. If you really, really want something close to the heart, that's the album you'll choose.
That sounds great. Absolutely fabulous. Yeah. So, where were you born in the world, Ray? Where were you born and raised?
Well, I was raised in Cuba. My family is Cuban, but we were brought up in the southern parts of America. From the southern parts of America over to California, and then I was raised in California.
Wonderful.
And then from California to here.
Yeah. So do you live in the UK now, Ray?
I am. Yes, I do live in the UK. Wonderful. I do. Love it. I love the UK.
Yeah.
You know, I hear so many people. You know, they're not very happy with the weather, but I don't care. You know, if it's raining, I'll put a raincoat on. You know, there's so many other great reasons to want to be here other than just the weather, you know?
Yeah.
But as it looks, the weather's getting better.
Absolutely. And it's so lovely to hear such a positive, you know, from somebody who lived in California to hear such a positive thing about the weather. That's just brilliant.
No, we're getting better weather here. Much better weather. Yeah. You know, we're getting more sun, more sunny days throughout the course of the year. It's absolutely amazing. I think people are going to change their mind. They want to stay here on holidays. They don't want to go anywhere.
Absolutely.
You're very, very welcome, Fayo. Thank you for giving me the interview.
No, that's lovely. That's lovely. And what about being in touch with you? Can our listeners find you on Facebook and on Twitter or anything like that?
They can find me on Facebook. They can find me on Facebook, but you know what I'd love for them to do, if you don't mind saying, please leave me a message on the website. You know, it's nice to hear from the fans. I have a massive website. Just leave a little message or something, you know, that I can respond to, and I'll respond to it. I'll get back to you, I promise. It's RayLewisMusic.com. I repeat, RayLewisMusic.com. Honestly, you know, it's a forum. It's the place we need to meet. I want to know. Absolutely, I know. And then from there, find out about the Twitter and Facebook. You can find out from those things from the website as well. All right. Anything that they might need. My history of film. Also history, of course, history of the group, and oncoming things. And not oncoming things. I'm also recording a new movie, a new series entitled Oscar Gone Wild. It's a new comedy sitcom coming out, I think, next year. It's due out next year, and I'm looking forward to that. So please, definitely, RayLewisMusic.com and leave me a message.
Wow.
Let's get to know each other.
I'm sure loads of our listeners will, and they're very close to the music. We're a specialist genre station, so you can pretty much guarantee that anyone that listens to this station is going to absolutely love the Drifters. So it's that'll be wonderful. The last thing then, Ray, before I let you go, because I'm conscious we've taken up loads of your time, and I am very thankful for that.
No worries. No.
Is if you have anything you'd like to share with your fans worldwide, and we do broadcast to 52 countries as well as to the UK, if there's anything you'd like to share with your fans worldwide, please feel free to take as long as you want to do that now.
Right. There's one thing I'd like to share. It doesn't matter where we go, what we do in life. It's always important to understand that we are blessed even to be here, to be breathing. There's so very many people, they're very unhealthy and don't have such a good life, So good, better, and different. We have to make the best of it. But I believe people put us in the positions that we're in, and I never want to disrespect that. And I'm grateful for every single moment that I get to entertainment. I'm grateful for every single letter, every single card, every time they make notice or mention in any form, whether it's radio, television, or whatever it is. I'm grateful. I'm thankful for every single ability that the Lord has blessed me to have. I hope to go on singing, performing for them, and it is my pleasure, it is my honor to serve the people in that capacity. So I feel very grateful. Thank you for those opportunities. Thank you for so many years of love and attention that you've given to the Drifters. To my brothers that have passed away, they've always felt the same thing that I feel. We need you. We love you, and we will never stop loving you. Thank you so very much for being a part of our lives.
That's absolutely beautiful, Ray. Thank you very much for sharing that.
Very welcome. Very, very welcome.
That's great. And, I just want to say a big thank you on behalf of Sound Fusion Radio for taking the time to talk to us today, and have an absolutely blessed and beautiful week. It's just been wonderful talking to you.
Yes, absolute pleasure to talk to you as well. Okay, all the best. I hope you'll be there in the evening with a chance to meet properly.
That would be absolutely wonderful. I will definitely try to make that happen, Ray, from our point of view, and really looking forward to to sharing the evening with yourself and the guys there at the Jazz Cafe. It will be absolutely wonderful. And
I look forward to it, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good luck for everything that you're doing. I can't wait till the day we see you at the Jazz Cafe, and just have an absolutely blessed and beautiful week, and we'll hopefully won't be too long before we speak again soon.
No worries. Enjoy. And to all the fans out there and all the people, God bless, okay?
Will do. That's absolutely lovely, Ray. Have a great day, my friend.
And you. All right, you.
Take care.
Take care, okay?
Cheers. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye now.